Alright, so we are back with an update. We have Brynhildr joining the ABO squad now. The legendary Valkyrie Commander is here to turn the tides of battle. Glory is empty without honor. Brynhildr remains true to his title as the Shield Maiden by donning his shield and protecting allies with his indomitable spirit. Let's see. We also then have, we did have our level changes. So everyone's levels should be shifted up in your, what's it called? Oh, gosh. Sacred Hall. So I'm now up to level 606. I don't know what I was before, but I believe it was in the 500s. So it's been a shift upwards. It looks like most players will see it kind of boosting up to about 450 when they're around 400. So that's a interesting change. We'll see how that affects things. They've also added security, so we should see a lot less people that had hacked clients on the leaderboards popping up. Seems like they patched out whatever was allowing people to get those through. And then Crucible updates. Stage numbers will be shoved down a bit in preparation for the final release of Crucible in the next major update. Expect some changes coming as we implement ways to fast forward endgame players to their respective level to skip past the slog, as well as additional mechanics to boost Crucible shard generation. So hopefully this is a move in the right direction with Crucible. Ultimately, I know right now as Crucible stands, there was no real point to push it other than the first time clear reward, because the repeat of previous levels using your keys didn't generate any additional resources from level 1 versus level 1000, let's say, even though I think like 100 something, maybe 200 was the top you could get to. I never really pushed mine because, I don't know, I didn't end up seeing much of a reason when it didn't increase any of my daily gains from it. I'm actually still just sitting on all the keys, so maybe I'll try and push through before they release this update. That way you can get your first clear gems, which I think gives you a decent little amount. But it'll be nice to see, hopefully, whatever they do implement with this Crucible resource. So that'll be nice to see. And then we've also got some balance changes. We don't know what they are quite yet, but hopefully we will see those here eventually. I think tomorrow we're going to get those dropped, so that'll be nice to have. And then I know they've been working on kind of trying to fix up the code on the back end, because this has been a project many years in the working. So I've heard that they were working on getting a lot of the code kind of cleaned up. That way they will have an easier time going forward, it sounds like. So there's that to look forward to once that's all hopefully wrapped up. And hopefully maybe we'll see some more content coming faster, but yeah. But yeah, here's my haul showing I'm at 606 out of, looks like my cap's 612 based on my current heroes, so. But anyway, we'll go ahead and do some pulls for our new main man Brynhildr here. So yeah, we are not quite getting too lucky here. There we go. Get one copy. Fortunate Tesla pull. don't think I'm gonna get as lucky today as I got with some of the previous heroes, which is unfortunate. We'll see how far we decide to take Bryn here. This was a beta character, so it is a returning character that we had all seen back then. No, Brynhildr, pretty sure, held a pretty strong top position most of beta in terms of tanks, at least for a long while. So a lot of people definitely recall her if they played back then. But yeah, seems like she kind of has protection mechanics for the team, as well as can potentially give some healing, and we'll take a look at the actual kit. I haven't actually looked through it to refresh myself on what she actually does, but we will hopefully go over that here and see what we get. Starting to get some luck coming in. I'd love to hit like a 2, maybe a 3 S pull in one, but gosh, I don't really recall when the last time I actually hit that is. Not like I've been hitting many pulls recently either though. So I kind of get my daily chest and then that daily free pull on Bryn here as well. There we go. Always take another copy. And the nice thing also, Barbe is now off of the gold coin, so if you have silver coin saved up, you can grab her now. She is still a very strong character. I don't know if there was any changes to her. Might want to wait and look and see, but in terms of raids, she's still just so helpful in terms of your guild raids and all that, as well as arena. It's very hard to kind of push past without her, it seems. I do believe there's maybe some Jack buffs again, so Jack is kind of back up into a bit of a broken state, it seems. So if you've got a Jack, I'm assuming you're running him because he was already one of our best tanks, and if they've given him an extra little kicker here, he's in an even better state. He might even still be in a better state than our new hero dropping here, Brynhildr. Let's go check our shards. Alright, let's do a few of them. See if we get anything. Oops, meant to. And we get another Cupid level, it looks like, but not much else. Lots of repeats for no reward. Alright, so looks like we get both a Cupid and Helsing upgrade. That is nice. Almost got our Cupid finished off. Helsing gets a nice little kicker. And let's see where we get to take our Brynhildr. Looks like we're getting a Z1. I suppose I ought to at least kick it up to Z2. Go ahead and save those shards, I think. And there we go. We get our copy pull. So I will happily take that. And boom. We'll live with the Z2 for now. See how it goes. Oh. That's right. Get this lovely message. Alright, so first thing, gotta throw them in the Sacred Hall. Looks like that is our last slot, so I'm guessing we might hopefully see a Sacred Hall slot increase with our next hero. You'll probably still have to purchase the slots with your gems, but thankfully they tend not to cost too much. Get a few gems back there, and I guess let's try her out in Arena. See what happens. It's honestly been a while since I've ran Arena, so I do not really have any recent team comps. I've kind of stalled on doing a lot of things, but let's see. Let's get Brynhildr in there, and then just based off my guesses, it's gonna be Bryn, Jack. Let's go Freya, Afro, and Barba is pretty much a must, so we'll throw that together, see how it works. Guess let's give Brynhildr our main set there. See how she holds up. We'll see what Jack can do. And yeah, try that out. Sure. Probably wanted to corner the Barbe, but it's fine. Looks like Brynhildr's putting up some okay numbers. We are getting a lot of healing with Brynhildr, so I don't know if we can maybe try and drop Aphrodite. That might be a possibility. Let's see. This is just fighting random teams, so I think we are getting a few teams that are a bit weaker. But it is still just kind of showing what she can do. There, her healing didn't pop off. Jack, Afro, and Barbe all got the healing. Even with Barbe's healing, I'm wondering what happens if we change out our Afro for ammo, possibly. Because that would be a lot more damage output, hopefully. Or we could even maybe go back to 2 archers again. So there's some interesting builds to possibly try. We can try and fight Eldar here. I won't change up the team lineup, just see how everything goes with this as is. Looks like we are picking up the win. So Barbe and Freya doing some work. Brynhildr right up in there. And looks like Barbie and Afro were still pulling through on our healing. Not quite sure what made Brynhildr's healing pop off on those occasions. Let's take a look at her set here. Alright, so Spirit Bond. For 2.5 seconds, redirect 33% of the damage that allies take to herself. If the damage she absorbs is greater than or equal to 65% of her max armor, explode in a Nova for 550% damage. After the explosion, Brynhildr receives 30% damage resist for 3 seconds, and allies receive 25% damage resist for 3 seconds. So you get a bit of protection for all your other units. That's pretty nice. Equipped armor adds bonus health to her at 175% conversion, capped at 500% of base health. Equipped shields add 17.5% damage reduction instead of bonus health. Okay, so the shield adds bonus damage reduction. That's kind of interesting mechanic to be getting. And then the armor giving bonus health. Okay. Valkyrie's Oath. If an ally dies in the match, gain 20% damage reduction and 3 times the damage resist effect of Aegis of Protection for the remainder of match. Brynhildr is the first to fall. Heal all remaining allies for 20% of Brynhildr's max life. Okay, so it must have been when Brynhildr died first that the healing popped off. So she must have died there. And, okay. Three times the damage resist effect of Aegis of Protection. Okay, so we're getting... That seems like we're getting a lot of resist addition if an ally dies before Brynhildr. So that's a pretty nice little buff there. Alright, that could make for some interesting plays. I'm almost wondering if running the sacrificial King Arthur build might be a move to try with her. Because if you have King Arthur go and kind of sacrifice himself, he'll pop off with the healing for everyone, so it'll make her nice and healthy. Let's see. We'll find Nemiko here. Let's give Nemiko a test battle. See how Bryn holds up. So Brynhildr's still alive. That's nice to see. Looks like we will fall. Let's see. So that's kind of the old classic comp that you're going to see a lot of. We need to see if Brynhildr changes things up, if we get any kind of differences here. Alright, so we do get lots of damage taken there. Let's try and swap up the team lineup real quick. Try and test something else, see if it works or not. Why not? Just for a little bit of fun. Alright. Let us drop Afro, drop Jack. I'm gonna throw in... I'm gonna try the sacrificial King Arthur, see what happens. And let's throw in Amma. I always love getting the nice Amma play in there. I give Amma our main set. Maybe yeah. I'm gonna give the main armor set to Freya and give Amma the weaker armor set just because of the invulnerabilities on her. I do want her with the main staff so that she can get the revive proc. But let's try this out. We'll actually move Barbe into a better spot there. We'll move Amma up. And oops. There we go. Let's see what that does for us. I maybe wanted Barbie positioned on bottom of the map. Oh, I also didn't check that King Arthur actually made it in first. Alright. So there's some playing around to try and work on. See what we can do. Memiko does have a few more stars on a couple of pieces than I do. As you can see, I haven't quite finished off my red 6-star on, I think, both my mage sets, and then he's also got the 6-star blue on the archer there for the weapon and helmet, as well as a few other things. So, but even still, interesting to always try and play around comp, see if you can't figure out something to beat people that are up there above you. Because, yeah, we're still saving up all those chests. Let's take a look at what those chests are at real quick. Eventually we'll have a big opening here, but we've got 13,000 chests saved up right now, so of course they're not all divine chests, but still a good chunk of them are divine here. And then we've got a whole bunch of other chests, which they definitely add up as well. Don't think there's very many iron chests either, so yeah. But anyway, there's kind of first impressions. Brynhildr, she seems like she can have some interesting interactions with some of the other abilities. I'm wondering if her I'm guessing the triggers won't work with the invulnerabilities. Like if they trigger the invulnerability proc first before her ability, because I don't think they quite count as dying. But I don't know. We've got some things to look at and test. Hopefully I'll be able to go through and make an actual update video and find some more of those niche uses for her. But yeah. She seems like an interesting addition to the lineup. Right now, she seems like she'll be good. Definitely will likely make raid teams with her for next week in guild raids. Pretty much unclearable. But yeah, we shall see how that goes. But thanks, and until next time, I'll see you guys.